Alright, welcome back everyone, Zaf here, and for today's video, we are covering a new video, funny enough, that Soul Leveling Arise officially did release. Behind the scenes of development, episode 3, Battle in Action. We have some interesting sneak peeks in this, which I do want to show you. They cover new skills and also new shadow forms that you honestly have to see. So let's jump right into it, but first don't forget to support us on Netmarble Supporter Program. This Friday, in less than 12 hours, I will be sending out codes. That is when Netmarble gives me my distribution, so make sure you're supporting. And I'll make a reminder video, don't worry, once those codes are sent out, so just wait, do support us, and also extend your support. The supporter program is seasonal, so you do have to press the extend support button. You'll find that under the My Page section. Once you go to My Page, it should be right there, so please do extend, otherwise you'll be kicked out from the program and you won't get any future codes. And really quick, congrats to Kyle from the first comment on our last video. Here's your shout out and enjoy the very new exclusive Discord role that you get for being the first commenter on any video. Now let's see what the devs do cover in here. There is a lot of information and it should be good. They basically go over the content creation process, which is always nice. I'm gonna mute it because I can hear it, but you can't. So let's see here, they go over the behind the scenes of development, very nice. It's an action game, and funny enough, I just realized my video is recommended right here. But what I really want to show you is going forward, they basically go over the development process, talking about the IP, how they can transform it into an action-packed immersive adventure, which I do think they're doing a fantastic job at. I think the devs for this game aren't treating it as much as a mobile game as they are treating it as a PC game, because as you can see, they're testing it on PC. I do have one gripe though. When I do play on mobile, I feel like the game is slightly unoptimized. Do let me know down below what you think. I much rather prefer playing it on PC than I do on mobile. It's kind of slow and I feel like the animations are kind of rough. I am using a pretty new flagship phone. I just think the graphics are way too demanding, so I hope in the future the devs can make the game less graphically demanding, at least for mobile users, making the game more accessible, but that's just me. So you talk about various patterns of monsters and attacks, how that all works together, talking about Baruka, one of the most annoying enemies in this game, the Arachnid as well, which was super annoying until Chong got released, removing that ridiculous health regen, unrecoverable skills, yeah, they mentioned it there, but going forward, they go over, let's see here, the balance lead, and they talk about the battlefield time, which I think is one of the best implementations in this game, though I do wish it was still a bit more balanced out. It kind of still sways in the favor of pay-to-win players, and not kind, it actually really sways towards pay-to-win players, so if you're free to play, you will have a general rough time. You can come close, but not close enough, unfortunately. And they do have streamer events here. I guess this was for the battlefield time. I think they did this a long time ago. I don't know if there's been any recent events of content creators, at least not their usual content creators like us. I think they handpick popular people that can actually advertise the game to new viewers. Makes sense. I don't feel too jealous about that. I think it's a good move by them, because if they do with us, like me, Pain, etc., it's just to the general populace who is already playing the game. They want to reach out, contact influencers who aren't already covering the game as much, getting their viewers onto the action, so I do think it's a good call. It's probably actually the best move they can make. So you see here, allowing players to have fun, compete with pure skill, yes, that's correct, even though, you know, advancement levels are kind of required, and, you know, I don't agree with that. They said rather than luck, but there's people out there that are grinding battlefield time for literally days on end. I think that's kind of ridiculous if you ask me. I don't see the point in it. Basically, you keep grinding battlefield time until you get those lucky crits off, running more damage and crit chance so you get that magic crit amount. I don't see the point in that. I mean, it's cool, getting a nice time, but this is more of a casual game, so Leveling Arise. There are some diehard players, but running Westwind just to play for like 10 hours straight to get that lucky crit off is kind of pointless in my opinion. There's no award for that. Achievement, sure, but anyways, they talk about, let's see, Sung Jinu here. Nothing too important. I want to go over, yeah, they go over dagger usage, short reach, etc. And I think one of the new skills they highlight basically shows that off. It is a short range skill that covers all the weapons he does get. Yeah, we develop various types of weapons and skill runes. which is very nice. They did make the depth of the gameplay more extended to what it could actually be. Sorry, not could, what it should actually be based on the manhwa. So the devs are doing a fantastic job. Let me zoom in here. But the new skill should come up right around the 5-minute mark. I don't think I talked about anything too major here. We have Silver Main, Combo, Senza Suit, etc. Let's go to the 5-minute mark, and I'll turn on the volume here. We can see a new skill probably right around here. Play close attention to this part of the screen, and boom! That's a new skill. Very interesting. Though I do wonder, is that a Shadow skill, or is that Jinwoo skill? I want to watch it again here. Let's slowly get that replay in. I want to see who's using that skill. Yeah, it looks like it is Jinwoo potentially, because he's still mid-animation of that dagger toss. So I'm assuming, but I feel like it might be Igris' skill. I don't know, because Igris does have a skill kind of similar to this. Let me know down below in the comments what you think, because if we actually look at our shadows, the reason why I mention this is because, look, our shadows are now in their new form, and here's some pictures of that new shadow form. This is the Grand Marshal form. Very cool. And this is all courtesy of Alpha Leaker. Be sure to check them out. Look at all these amazing shadow loadouts. We have Blades, we have Igris, we have Iron, we have Tank as well, and of course we have Tusk. So every shadow is getting this new form, and they are purple as shown here because of our shadows right now. Let me hop into our game menu. You can see they're blue currently, and this is the final stage, Elite Knight. So the next form will be called Grand Marshal apparently. We'll have to see, but that would be certainly cool. But honestly, out of all the shadows, Igris looks the coolest in this form. I do love Igris. Blades too. Blades looks good. I would say Tusk and Tank and Iron, they look okay. But I do want to mention, I do think the Grand Marshal form is probably 2 iterations after the Elite Knight form we're used to seeing, because I am assuming they're going to transition like we had before, where the shadows slowly started turning blue, as we see them right now. So it'll probably start out with that new bluish purple form, and then we'll get this raw purple form. Very cool indeed. And then they continue talking about shadows here, and there we go, of course, a new skill again. Now let's continue here. They talk about some important aspects of the game. They do talk about mobile as well, which I mentioned earlier. So they are trying to optimize the game more. I think right here is a way to discuss it. They go over how, yeah, here we go. And efforts were made to improve performance through object culling, because they do want to make performance similar, here we go, yeah, to ensure there was no difference between the PC and mobile version of the game. I still think there was a bit of work left, but, you know, the devs are kind of limited. I feel like we obviously have way less resources on mobile, and this game is kind of demanding, so they can only make it so optimized, maybe let us drop graphics even more when we play. We'll have to see what they do. And also they talk about the shield here, I forgot what it's called exactly, where they make sure the accuracy of the rankings are correct using AI, catching suspicious activity, basically making sure the game is balanced. And speaking of the game, you know what a cool job these people have. I saw it right here in the beginning. I think right here the devs were testing out the game. What a cool job, honestly. Could you imagine being paid to basically play a game, test it out, optimize it, etc.? I think that's very cool. That's like it's a future job prospect I'm sure everyone wants. And oh, lots of stickers on their laptop, I'm assuming. Pretty cool. But yeah, overall a very informative video. I did enjoy it. We got to see that new shadow, new skill, etc. And actually, I always like stopping and seeing what keyboards they're using. And they are testing it on mobile too. I like that. We get a good insight towards what they do. And someone else had a really cool keyboard here. Let me see if I can find it. I do need a new keyboard. If anyone has any recommendations, do let me know. I'm always on the lookout for something new. I'm using like a $15 keyboard right now. I really need an upgrade. Let me tell you that. And no, not this keyboard. They had a really nice keyboard at RGB and everything. Oh, and there we go. There is their keyboard. Wow, it looks really cool. I need a new keyboard ASAP. Any recommendations, let me know down below in the comments. But yeah, I just wanted to cover this video. It was very interesting. We saw the new shadows and new skills in action. So if you enjoyed, drop your like. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. And do not forget to extend your support. I am sending out codes in 12 hours from the making of this video. I'll have an update video on that, so just stay tuned. And do go to the stream link down below. We have a stream coming up in around, I don't know how many hours, in like 20-ish hours, something like that. So be sure to like that stream, press that notify bell button, that way you know exactly when we go live. This was Zaf signing out.